Welcome everybody to 48 Talk episode number 40. I am your host, Rage Bali, as always. Joining me this time is your usual crew of DXTakamina on the right, Derek on the bottom left, and Yeho on the bottom right. Hi everybody, what's up?
What's up?
What's up?
Doing?
Okay. This week is a little bit, well, news and then nothing, I would say. But yeah, let's start with the biggest news of the week. It's the Sousenkyo application form filled in by lots of members and some who didn't. Well, Yeho crunched the numbers for me, and it would say about 354 members applied.
Oh wow,
That's a lot more than last year. So even though with all those graduation announcements, people leaving, the form of STU coming in, 16th gen, SKE's generation, NMB new generation. So it's filled up pretty nicely. So I wonder how they will do it this year. But yeah, due to the names that haven't applied, there are some weird ones, I would say. So let's go through all list.
Let's go.
Who wants to start first about people who didn't apply?
I'll go first. The one that stands out to me the most that didn't apply from AKB side only, I would say Kashiwagi Yuki and Iriyama, as well as Kisaki Yuria. Those three actually ranked really high, and I'm still wondering why not participate. So I don't know. I have my doubts about it. From Iriyama, I would say why wouldn't you participate? And from somehow I see some foreshadowing about Kashiwagi Yuki though. I don't know, man. I fear the worst. Let's keep it at that.
Okay.
But well, that's just me, I would say.
Anyone want to add to that? On those three members?
Yeah. Oh my God. Well, Yukarin's my Kamiyoshi, so I was devastated to see that news. But I actually feel she has the classic 1 foot in AKB, 1 foot out of AKB syndrome going on. Like she's very much at this point Koji Haru. I know she has reassured her fans, saying she very much wants to be part of AKB. This isn't necessarily a hint at her graduation, but I also think that's sort of misdirection. I think that she is looking to graduate, and I feel that her not participating this year is two things. One, it is a hint that maybe she's kind of, ready for the next step in her career, as they all say, right before they, run out the door. And then two, I think it's also a direct result of last year and the fact that she totally dropped out of like the top, the top. Yeah. Like, well, I mean, she was 5, but I don't think she ever recovered from her kind of sort of scandal. And also like, I think her solo career is sort of like really, I think, calling to her. Let's keep in mind, Yukarin can actually sing. She can actually, she has a beautiful voice. AKB needs her more than she needs AKB at this point. So I think she's starting to feel that. As far as like Kisaki Yuria, what is the reason for her? Does anybody know? Because I don't understand that one. I'm
clueless myself. So.
Last year, Kisaki Yuria did rank, but not DXTakamina. She didn't rank very high. She actually, she wasn't even in Undergirls, I believe. She was the upcoming girls or future girls.
No, next. She's like Angie.
The one I'm not saying. Okay, so in Next Girls she was there, and her status, and she's almost in the normal Senbatsu, like every one of them, always high ranked, always being captain of Team B, of course, like that. But yeah, the backlash of the fans is very low, because even on the international side there are a lot of people who don't like Kisaki Yuria. Personally, I think she's fine. She's one of the great characters. I like her personality a lot. But I think she knows it. And last year, when she had the rank, she said, like, I have really a lot to think about, because this is actually a shock for me. Maybe I have to work on myself. And it feels like she's like, maybe I should just step out for a year, because the Sousenkyo is not the part I want to focus on. Maybe she wants to focus on other things, or just stay around and be in the theater shows. And for Iriyama Anna, it is, the whole thing with the incident that happened to her in 2014. That's still a part of her. Kawaii Rina graduated because of this. She didn't participate, I believe, in 2015.
Yep, that's true.
Right.
And she tried because of the fans asked her like, please and come into the Sousenkyo. And what did she rank? Well, barely Senbatsu, I would say.
Yeah.
She was Undergirls number 18th. 18th
Yeah,
position.
Yeah.
So she feels like, well, okay, if even though the fans did put me in this place, it doesn't feel like I'll be in Senbatsu, because she's the other recognition of members who are coming up. You know, like the fresh members, Mion, Nachan, Judy, and the list goes on. And now you have to go into the fact that a year has been passed, and other members like Komiyama are coming up, or even other girls. Mako is Senbatsu positioned. So I think she's like, Sousenkyo is really a lot of stress and pressure, so I don't need it. You know, I have my own career, I have my own photo book coming up. And who knows, maybe she also thinks about graduation this year.
Well, okay, to add to that though, like let's just take a step back. In regards to Kizaki, thank you for explaining that, because that kind of makes sense, everything you said. I'm not her biggest fan at all. In fact, she's probably one of my least favorite members. Nothing, I guess, really a reason other than just, I don't know, like for me, she just doesn't do it for me. Maybe it's the fact that, like, I don't know, like I don't like the fact that she doesn't like have the same struggle as many of the other girls do. I mean, when you're getting like $50 every morning just to go get breakfast, I mean, that's true, that's something like I can't tap into that. I grew up poor, so I don't know, like I just have no connection to her at all whatsoever. Again, nothing against her or against girls that are rich. Hey, good for you if you're rich. I'm happy for you, but I can't tap into her. Versus like Iriyama, you know, Annan had her horrific incident. She thankfully recovered, or it seems she has. But you're right, that's probably still there. And yeah, she participated last year in Sousenkyo, and she did quite well. I think if Nyan Kamen's whole stupid thing at 70, like if she hadn't done that, she would have made Senbatsu. I think now that like Koji Haru's not participating, as well as some very other big names, which I'm gonna be talking about here shortly, are like there's several spots open in Senbatsu this year that weren't open last year. Anna would have been a shoo-in, especially because of her more of an upwards appearance on AK Bingo, the fact that she's kind of highlighted so much. Yeah. I mean, the whole, you know, we can't discredit the fact that when like girls like get their moments. Like I actually know who Seto Kiari is.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my god.
I didn't know who that girl even really was. Now I know her, and it's hysterical. She's the girl who's a fan on AKB that pretends she's an AKB. It's awesome. And like Annan is the original Sin girl who, you know, so, even though I've known Annan much more before them. But my point is like she has a high status now.
Exactly.
And she's like, she's getting older. Her profile's developed so much, or she's 10 times more hotter and attractive.
If you compare that to the original time with her black hair,
right?
And just,
exactly.
The thing is, her personality is still, she is a huge introvert, you know, to herself, and it doesn't go out. If you, that's why you see her friends like Kisake Yuria, who's like open and loud, or Kawaii Irina, and I would say to affect Shimada Haruka as well. Just, you know, the close people she was to. Takamina, again, an example. Yokoyama Yui, that's also like a loud person at times. It feels like I think it's just too much. You know, Sousenkyo is an important time, but it's not a fun time. For a lot of members, it's
still painful.
Quite stressful.
Yeah.
It's very painful. But one thing I'll say though about this, just to kind of cap on it, as far as like the three that we just discussed, Yukirin not participating. As much as it hurts because she is my Kami Oshi, like I actually think it might be the right move for her. I don't think she wants to settle for number 2 again, or number 3, or number 5. She has tried so hard to be number 1, and she just can't get past the Sashi Mayu barrier.
She got so close that one year.
I mean, she was so close. That I can't imagine what that must feel like to her, because she is such a popular fan, like member. But at the same time, I think it was the right move for her in a weird way. As much as it hurts that I can't vote for her this year, but you know, it
didn't help that Sashi won by a large amount of votes. You know, 243,011.
Yeah, the vote difference itself was the vote difference itself was good enough for a Senbatsu spot. So yeah, that was crazy.
The thing is like Yukirin just needs to be in AKB about 2 more years. Wait till I get super rich from all my movies, and then I will basically pull a Sashi. I'll be her rich fan. That like Sashi has that one rich fan who basically gives all her votes to her, and I'm going to do that for Yukirin. But since she's out, I'll give it to my real Oshi, Tani Marika. So if she stays in, Tani will be the ace of AKB in about 3 years. So give me some time.
Oh, there you go for it. Also,
I have something to say because like there's another reason why I think Yukirin and Tanabe Miku didn't participate.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think like they're rooting for full Mayu this year. Like, oh yeah, we want full Mayu. Like,
right.
Because there's literally 3 of them left in the 3rd gen. So I'm like, so Yukirin meaning stepping back means she's supporting Mayu, and like Tanabe Miku too stepping back, supporting Mayu too. I'm like, so basically they want Mayu to win.
Oh wow.
Because like I think because Tanamin ranking last year and like Yukirin's vote, I think they're like Yukirin and Tanamin wants that vote go to Mayu, and I think Yukirin now like she really wants to just support NGT now. I think more than AKB. Like that's my reasoning right now, but like I think it is that way for Yukirin.
You know what? You know what? This is why. Yeah, this is why I adore you, because you bring it like from a whole other angle. You're right. There's strategy here. Like if you're a Mayu fan, you're probably a Yukirin fan because they're like inseparable. They're best friends. So as a best friend, you sacrifice yourself. You give all those votes. You ask your vote base, hey, vote for my best friend. What are they gonna do? Say no? If Tani asked me to vote for, Kinoshita Momika, I would if she was participating. Of course she isn't. But, you know what I mean? So I totally get that. That makes total sense. Tanamin, I mean, she didn't really have a whole lot of vote count ever. I mean, I think she's only ranked once. But you're right. You're right because of the 3rd gen, the bond. Wow, that's such a good point. Yeah.
So it's been an all out against Sasha pretty much, so it seems.
And you also mentioned about
sorry.
the NGT part. That's the only reason I think she's still in AKB currently.
Totally.
Yeah.
But I think after the results of how many NGT members will rank, maybe she'll decide oh, NGT is doing fine, I'm out. It also depends on what the Kitara Rie is going to do this year.
Right.
Because, she did fine because she was going to NGT. Now that NGT has been sort of established.
Yep.
I'm not sure if she's going to be in the Senbatsu this year. I think Kitari will have a severe drop on that side. She did wonderful things for NGT, but now it's like, okay, let's focus on NGT. Yeah.
Okay, but you know what, Robin? You know what's interesting about that is I agree with you. Actually, I think that's another bold prediction that maybe Ryuta Mama she's gonna maybe step back because she's done her job. I mean, there's more than capable members in NGT that can take over easily.
Exactly.
I mean, Katamina, just give this girl a chance. Come on, somebody give this girl a chance. She's gonna kill it. But with Nakai Rika bringing so much attention to NGT, and of course everyone in NGT in general now, we're starting to know them. The oddballs, the strong types. I mean, they're their own team now. They really truly are. All they need is the songs to back them, which unfortunately, we'll get into that. But
yeah, exactly.
I would say. It would be very interesting if Yukirin definitely taps out, even though because let's be honest, NGT is going to kill it this year. They're going to kill it in Sousenkyo. They're going to have at least 4, if not 5 members, which is good considering they're only one team at this point. They don't have several teams like HKT and NMB and SKE do. So I have a feeling there's going to be 75 or 25% of their team's going to rank. I really feel that. I don't know. I think people are going to come out hard for NGT this year. I really do.
I would say.
You're going to say Okapa, Katamina, Nakai Rika, and then maybe I want to say Mahon is going to rank. I'm really hoping. And then
I'm hoping, but I'm not sure it will.
Yeah,
That's the thing.
exactly.
She might.
I think Yamada Noe has a bigger chance to rank than Mahon.
That was the big one.
Yeah.
I think she's gonna rank huge, and I think it's gonna come out nowhere. And then Kitahara and Mama-chan, that's 25% of their group right there.
Yep, pretty much.
So, you know what I'm saying? It's. Well, I mean, it's.
Yeah, or 25% or a little less than that. maybe.
Anyways.
I'm expecting Nakai Rika, Kato Minami. Yeah, those two I'm expecting definitely. I don't know about Yuka and Okapa.
Okapa's gonna do it. Come on.
I am not sure about those two. I
I
would
think
love to see if
I would say after Nakai Rika and Katomina, I think Yamada Noe will have a bigger chance of ranking.
She'd be the next biggest chance. Yeah. No question. But I just think Okapa being like kind of the center of the the one song, I think she got enough profile. She'll get it.
Can you elaborate on Yamada Noa part?
Well, she has been highlighted quite a bit actually,
Okay.
especially on the Tofu wrestling side.
That doesn't mention mean anything.
Of course, but also in AK Bingo itself, the one time she actually was participating with
Yeah.
AK Bingo, she stood out quite a bit actually. She didn't need any help from the MCs, so she just went on their own thing pretty much.
Okay,
so.
here's my counter idea onto that. So she stood out, great, but in what way? In the variety style. What does variety members do usually at Sousenkyo?
Well, true, they don't rank, but still, Sashi started out as a bit of a Hitare variety type character herself, and look how she ended up. She's being pretty much the top ace.
The difference with that is you have like jokey variety, like making a fool of yourself, like a Chiori, like a Shimada, Ogasawa Mayu, stuff like that. Then you have like the actual funny personality side, and that's Sashi. She still makes sometimes a fool of herself, but in a way that it doesn't really hurt herself. It's not a double-edged sword with the variety style. And Yamada Noe is funny, but annoying at the same time. So it doesn't feel like so Senkyo, the voting way is more like we want the ones we want to see at the front line in the newest single for music. If it was a variety show, it would be a different type of cast, and we would see Tani at the center or stuff like that.
Yes, we would.
Yeah.
Well, but you're also let's not beat around the bush. It's sex appeal too. Sashi has sex appeal. Shimada Haruka, Nakamura Mariko, Yamada Noe. None of those girls are sexy. I mean, yes, they're beautiful. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. They got great bodies. I'll give them all that, but they're not sexy. You don't. Sashi put out a photo book that literally was so incredibly like erotic. You couldn't
She also made her promise this year again with the.
Did she?
Yeah, the last concert she did reveal herself in a bikini outfit again.
Yeah,
I saw that. Yeah, I thought that was awesome.
Yeah. And she did the Dacho Club segment with the hot tub, warm water. So she did her promise again. So I think she's gonna do one of those again. So that's also a certainty for another votes. But yeah, you're right about
like
the.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. No, I was gonna say if she goes full naked this year, I'm giving her my vote. I'm switching to Tanny. No, just kidding. She won't. But I'm just saying, like, that's my point. Is like she's at that like that sensual like kind of like really super attractive thing. I don't care what anyone says. Like I think the fact that she's been called like Sashi's been called a Busu character is so funny to me because she's anything but. And I think that's also her appeal. Shimada Haruka, she's had to work on her weight. But she's super funny to me, and she's like one of those girls like I would hang out with because of her personality. Like I really like her, but she just doesn't have that appeal. And I think Yamada Noe, like, yeah, she's annoying, but she's funny annoying to me in a way. I mean, she's not my kind of funny annoying, I guess, if that makes sense. But I can appreciate it. But she's not attractive as far as, like, when you put her on a Sashi level. So I think the sex appeal kind of really does factor into ranking as well, if we want to be honest. Because otherwise, Tani would be number one. Come on, let's be honest. She's the best character.
NGT side, the two are center going to be in the ranking will be Kato Minami and Nakai Rika.
Without question.
Yeah, without a question. It's not even a doubt. So.
But let's continue to the other members that haven't been. And Derek, go ahead.
Yes.
Yes. Oh my God, Cyanide. What the living HE double hockey sticks happened there? Okay, so. Yes, Cyanide has her solo career, and clearly I think it's another case of AKB needs her more. She needs AKB, but I think it's even more to the point NMB needs her more than anyone it needs her. I mean, although I think Shiroma Miru, I think she's been propped up, I think, strong enough that she probably could take over and be okay. But at the same time, like when you have characters like Riripan and Yaguro Fuko and stuff, I don't know. There does seem to be sort of a power vacuum there between all of them. Like like nobody can really claim it if Saine were to just step out. So Saine's staying there. However, she is not given really an official reason. I guess other than maybe to stay true to her word. Like when I think last Sousenkyo, she said she wasn't going to participate this year, but I don't think that's good enough. We don't know why. I really hope this isn't a hint at graduation, but this absolutely flattened my entire hope for this year's Sousenkyo. It's like, okay, first of all, it's in Okinawa. Boom, sucks. I don't care. Unless they're going to announce Okinawa 48, I don't see any reason for it to be there. I mean, yes, it's cool for the people of Okinawa. I'm happy for them. Not so happy for me because I actually wanted to go this year. I don't want to go to Okinawa to do it. Yes, I know. Yeah. Maybe convince me. We'll make plans. I don't know. I'm still debating it, but right now I'm not. But here's the thing. Like, that was kind of a letdown. Then I hear Saine is not participating, who I thought as the only legitimate underdog besides Jirina, who actually had a shot at Sashi. Now it looks like it's not going to be Saine, obviously. Jirina, I'm all team Jirina, but I don't think it's going to be her either. Nope. I think it's going to come down to Mayu and Sashi this year, and that's boring to me. Because as much as I mean, I'm not a big Mayu and so, like, I just think Sashi's either going to three-peat or Mayu is going to upset, but it's not going to be that big of an upset because she's already won. Nope. I want somebody new. Exactly. And Saine was the girl. She was it. I mean, look what happened at Kohaku. I mean, man. Why did she say no? What is wrong with this girl?
I would say multiple reasons. So, I think a while back, I think a couple of months back, I made the prediction about what Saine was going to do in 2017, and that is her graduation year. I will still say that. And the first step of slowly coming true is happening. So she had her, of course, her albums. She did well. Yep. Well enough. Not great, but well enough. Good and so enough. Give her a feeling for, for the future. NMB currently is showing new stars. There's people coming up, like Miru is going great. I think, by the way, Miru is going to be also taking one of the spots in Senbatsu. She did so well during the year from Sousenkyo to near Sousenkyo. So NMB is now, getting into his new chapter safe, so it feels like maybe I should leave. And that's the idea. You see it in the video, like in music videos. Every time Saine is the character, standing all by herself and showing like, get on my level, or do you need me, or should I stick around? And the answer is no. I think you don't need to be Andy anymore. So we'll see with Saine. Also, just a weird thing. How did she do in Lucky Girl ranking this year? Not well, right? She dropped from first place. Right in the middle. Yeah, bam, to the middle. So that's a huge drop. So she's thinking, Sousenkyo maybe. Does Lucky Yukirin also was like very low on the list. So it's like, Lucky Girl ranking also says like not gonna happen. So
Gary.
I don't believe personally in that stuff, but if they take the indication like maybe I shouldn't participate for this reason. I think Sousenkyo will happen when everything ties down, new single comes out, then Saine is gonna say, oh yeah, I'm graduating, by the way. And then the, not the 49th single, then the 50th single. You know what, I'm gonna say, 50th single is the graduation single of Yamamoto Saiga.
Oh, wow, that's a bold prediction. Although at the same time, Mayu did say this was her last Sousenkyo, and then you just said before we started this that Sashi said the same thing. So my prediction about the old guard clearing out in the next couple years is coming true very much. I honestly don't know if AKB would, I don't want to say not survive. They have plenty of talent, but I would say it would be very difficult for them if Sashi, Mayu, and Yukirin all graduated within the same year as well as Saine. But it could happen. So I don't know. I don't know where that leaves us. But then we also got to think about one other thing that's kind of a wild card here: the 2020 Olympics. I have a feeling like all these members, although I'm sure they can be invited to come back if for the performance at the opening ceremonies. But I think to a certain degree, that's like the pinnacle moment for AKB, in my opinion. You can't be part of something as big and spectacular as the Olympics and not have your A game members there. And I actually thought Sashi would stay until then, but I don't know.
What do you
maybe
think
not.
about this then? So 2020 Olympics come up, and they will have same thing with they did with Kimiwa Melody. Here are a bunch of some graduated members back. Here's Kami 7.
That'd be cool.
Here be Sousenkyo winners. The elite, the Olympic winners of AKB, and then they have Sashi, Maeda, Yuko, and stuff like that. Maybe they'll make an own group, and then they perform at the Tokyo Olympics.
Maeda and Yuko will have gray hair by then. I think. I don't know if that actually would work. They're gonna be like like nearing their 40s, I think,
Yeah,
at that
something
point.
like that,
Or am
Tokyo
I wrong or
Olympics?
no?
No, you're way off.
Oh,
Wait a minute.
No.
I'm sorry. I'm totally
Oh,
wrong there.
sorry.
Never mind. I'm thinking of other members. Maybe Coach Haru. No,
Maybe
well,
maybe the Olympics in then the next 8 years.
sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know where my mind went there.
Wow.
Okay, so one other member, and this is maybe a little downside story.
Hmm.
Things are not looking good for Kodama Haruka.
Oh man.
What the
What
heck?
the heck?
I know.
Where
You
is
know,
she?
I'm still saying that this happened. She was filming for Tofu Wrestling. They wanted her to take a bump, and in wrestling terms, a bump is taking like a move on the mat, and you need to land on your back, and that hurts, and that can go very wrong if you don't land well. I think she didn't land well. Maybe something, in her spinal. That's what I'm predicting. So maybe it was something in the spinal cord that's injured or something like that, and that takes like months of normally on wrestlers' careers they end like if you go into wrestling terms, Stone Cold Steve Austin had to cut his career short. Edge had to cut his career short because of spinal issues. You can go listen on Kurt Angle, who just got into the Hall of Fame. He has neck injuries, issues like yearly, monthly, daily. So, I don't think that's going to be end well for her. That's why the reason she's not in Sousenkyo. She did say she's going to be in the newest HKT single, and I wonder if that's going to happen even. Like it's
Well,
weird to come back
Whoa.
from injuries. I think that's the reason right now. That's the people are not saying that. It's just you get a huge backlash. Like fans going like, "Oh, how can you do this? How are you so unprotected with wrestling?" Rah, rah, rah. Then you get like this whole rabble, and they're trying to calm down, see if she can go into rehabilitation, and then maybe after Sousenkyo or maybe something she shows up and she's like, "Oh, I'm fine. Sorry to have you worried," and then they move on, and then they say, "Oh yeah, I had this problem." They show a documentary when it happens, and bah.
Oh, I hope. Oh man.
well,
Scary thoughts, man.
I think there's a few different viewpoints I'm taking. One is that she has been kidnapped by some kind of terrorist group. That's my biggest reach. But I think you laugh, but you never know with some of these members. And I don't mean to get all conspiracy theory, but we don't know. I mean, Harvey's super. I mean, they're all high profile, but I doubt that. That's probably like a 0.01% chance that's gonna happen. The reality is, I think what you said, Robin, that she probably got hurt during Tofu Wrestling, which, by the way, really makes me upset that they would take one of the least non-athletic members in AKB now and have even put her in such a dangerous situation. I thought at first, okay, that'd be kind of the point, like it'd be funny, but now I just think it was a gross error, miscalculation on management's part. One of their few gross errors, but still one nonetheless. Harpy's so important to HKT, and let's not forget, she is a Senbatsu member consistently. I think it's just terrible what happened. If she did hurt her back, I don't know why she wouldn't just come out and say, "Hey, I hurt my back, I'm out for a while." Everybody would understand that. She's like a Tomonaga Miyu character in the sense you want to protect her. She's adorable. However, one thing that a lot of people haven't talked about, and I'm surprised, is that if I remember correctly, she's also had an eating disorder issue. She's had problems with eating, and that has always been on the back burner. Maybe when she was doing Tofu Wrestling, there's a possibility she broke down. That she was, that's a very physical role. And when you're not eating and you're trying to do that kind of stuff, your body can't handle that. So it's very possible she had to reevaluate herself.
Maybe collapse during workout. I remember at first hand when we did practice for wrestling. At one certain move, a few of the during training collapsed, fainted. I myself was so dizzy once that I actually had to go outside, lie down on the ground for like 15 minutes, and then I just had to empty up, and then I got the banana to just give me my energy back, and that's just training. So you never know. It's a very tough sport, actually. Even though they say like a show thing, it's very intense to wrestle. We had like a army guy who was like been in the army for a few years, had intense training. Then he did one wrestling practice with us. He's like, "Oh, I can't. It's too much, man." So that's a little girl we're talking about on the side,
You're talking about a 20-year-old girl who's had problems with her body, She is also very, I don't want to say she's an introvert, but she's not exactly the girl that just jumps out at you. You're putting her in this extremely strenuous situation. And on top of that, let's not forget, she has to act too. That means she has to sit there and memorize lines for hours and hours, then do physical activities. She wasn't the best in the exercise videos we saw with the behind the scenes. And then on top of that, the mental pressure of being in an HKT single and one of the top members of HKT and a Senbatsu member. I mean, it's like the crushing weight of the world.
Oh, wow.
Boom. You just, girls implode. I would implode. I mean, I don't know if I can handle that. And I think that's something we as on the outside, we don't understand the amount of stuff some of these girls do, especially the more popular you are. So she might have just needed a break too, and I'm okay with that. But the other thing I was saying is that she was in a scandal, and AKB's management is doing something to suppress that, because a scandal of that proportion with a Senbatsu level member might be hard to really deal with. But I think that's probably, again, one of the far reach theories I have. I think the reality is it's probably she got hurt, or the eating disorder thing came back, and she just imploded.
So just to clarify,
and she's embarrassed about it.
Yeah, just to clarify, these are all rumors. We don't have any
sources
of info. This is just our thinking, opinion. What could possibly be the reason why suddenly she doesn't appear anymore? Who knows? Maybe we'll get a update as usual when I upload this episode, and we get news.
I'm sure it'll come out. It'll come out tonight. Yeah.
Come on.
Carpio will show up and be like, "Hey, what's up?" You know.
I'm fine.
Would be typical of the history of the show. Yeah, would be typical.
Right. To be honest, though, I just miss her.
I do. Yeah.
Same. Yeah.
And actually, in regards to the single, I just think that might have been recorded a while ago. So I think it might have happened even before. You gotta think there's probably a lot of lead time for some of these songs. That probably isn't the case. Maybe she actually isn't in it, and she's just everyone keeps saying she is, and they're gonna come out and say, oh yeah, she didn't, and they just haven't updated that information for us. I can't see how she would be in that and not do all this other stuff. Especially, I mean, let's in the MV, for example, she's laying down on a bed and she recorded her vocals on a bed. But it's just, I think that's either a case of the single was recorded a while ago and it's taken them a while to edit and mix and then do the MV for it, or she isn't in it and they haven't updated it. I just can't see her really being part of that. But either way, I don't care. I just miss her. I want her back. She's adorable. I really wanted her to be in Sousenkyo, but because she isn't, we have 3 huge spots. We have Sayane, we have Harupi, and then we have Yukirin emptying out Senbatsu spots.
Yeah,
my question is,
who's going to fill them?
Okay.
Who's going to fill them?
Okay, before we go to that,
yeah.
I still want to talk about a few members who didn't participate, and one certain who did participate. So the ones that I'm a little sad that didn't participate is, of course, for Team 4, Murayama Yuri. She has, I believe, never participated in Sousenkyo. Let me find out quickly.
She did on when it was Oro. And I think last time she participated was 2014, I think it was.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I'm going here.
Wow.
So she started with 4th Senbatsu election, not rank. And then last 2 years she didn't participate. I would say, I even tweeted to her and just saying, I think things would be a lot different if she would do it this year. I think she would be unbelievably high ranked. Just as a minimum under girls, she would be right in that order. But she doesn't care anymore about Sousenkyo. It's like the last 2 years, I don't need Sousenkyo. I don't care that I'm in the singles, in the fame. I just want to perform. And we saw that because she broke the record of most performances in the theater. She's the theater angel right now. When someone is not participating in a stage, it's like, oh, I'll be there. Well, you need to learn all this song. Yeah, fine. And then she shines, and then she shows up. If you haven't seen her, when she performs, I think her abs are almost close as Tano Yuka's right now.
Yeah.
She's so ripped because of all those performances she does. But there was a very good point when I saw on stage 48. It's like, I want to see her on TV shows, I want to see her on variety.
Right.
Bingo is maybe an example, but other shows than that, I want to see her on there and shine, because she is a very funny person as well. So I feel disappointed that she didn't, you know what, let's try again for one year. If I don't rank, oh well. But she's she's like, no, I really don't give anything about it. And the same goes for me for the other person that I'm disappointed, is Momoka from NB Kinoshiti Momoka. She never cared. She never cared.
She never cares.
Yeah, I think her reason is more like she doesn't want to know what would happen. It's like, maybe I do rank, maybe I don't. I will never know. That's a better feeling. Sometimes not knowing is better than actually knowing.
Right. Ignorance is bliss in that case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
I can.
Well,
I really want to
well,
see it though.
I think like as far as like Yuri goes, there's two thoughts I have on that. One is that I think in like her wiki profile, she considers herself a bad loser. So maybe it's also a case of she doesn't like competing. And then you know, because some people can't handle losing. Actually, if you really think about it, Sousenkyo's a big loss if you are expecting to be at a certain level in your mind and you don't get there. Tragic stuff happens after that. Like you just
Graduation announcement happens.
Graduation, you're like, screw this, I'm done, you know. And then the second thing is right, like
13 Gen, Owada Nana, sorry yo.
Owada Nana,
yeah.
But at the same time with Yuri, if she's a theater girl, she's a theater rat, you know, like there's some girls that that's the culture. Like a lot of us forget there's this whole other world to AKB. It's the daily theater shows that none of us like non-Japanese get to see because of, you know, they just won't allow us to go. And the thing is, like, that world is so special, and so is very much what AKB was built on in the early formative.
Oh man!
Before they got all the shows and were on TV and in every ad and show imaginable, it was the theater. And there are girls that are true to that idea and philosophy, and they love that, and they just excel there, and they don't need anything else because they're there to perform. So maybe in that sense, she found her place. She's another Tanemin. You know, she's another Tanemin. She's another Kobayashi Kana. Like she found I'm not gonna compete with all these crazy girls that are getting on posters and movies and all that. Screw that. You know, I'm just gonna. You know, I'm gonna do what I do best: dance and sing and make people happy every day in the theater. So good for her to do that, and I'm actually happy that decision. Although I agree with you, I really do wish she would do a little bit.
She had a very good year.
She had a good year. Mm-hmm. So the best we can hope for is showroom. Mm-hmm. You know.
Exactly.
Well, the one who's going to participate this year for the first time, I believe, Nozawa Reina.
Oh man! Oh, let's go.
She got my vote, so that's definitely another city
Let's
I have
go,
to buy.
Team Noza. Let's go, Team Noza. Here we go.
Team Noza all the way because she's the only English speaker, correct? Or no?
No,
it's
Kodama as well.
Kodama as well.
Okay, so we got a few English speakers, so that's good. But Team Noza here, like we should definitely start pushing her because she's got a rank. Come on, I mean, like she's had a little bit more of a profile this past year, so. You know, and she's adorable. So, and she's super intelligent. Like I just there's everything I want in Idol is in that girl. So let's hope she ranks. I agree.
All right, now let's go to the segment. Who do you think will make Senbatsu this year?
Yayo, who do you think?
Yayo, go for it.
You haven't talked about it,
I wanna be last. I wanna be last.
Oh, you'll be last. Okay.
Okay.
DX, go.
I'm going for Kodama Haruka. Her first rank was already in Undergirls, and with the 3 spots gone, I can imagine her making a low Senbatsu like 16 or 15 place. So I think that would be fine for her. But that's my prediction.
Only that one? I need 15 more.
Yeah, true, but let's take a look. Let's take a look at the Golden list then.
It's so hard to make a list randomly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I can't
expect
not
actually...
in a particular order. Just name 16 people. Members. It's not that hard.
Well, let's take a look. See that.
All right, I'm going to go first.
Yeah.
You know what? 16 parts. Okay. So we have Sashi. So we have Mayu. So we have Jurina. Miyawaki Sakura. Then Yokoyama Yui. That's 5 already. Yeah. Okada Nana. That's gonna be in there. She will be on the 7th spot.
Team Nana, man.
Yeah. Then I would say Takashi Juri will make it.
Yes.
Kojima Mako will make it.
Yep.
Mukeiichi Mion will make it.
Of course.
Yeah, pretty much.
And now it's getting harder. Now it's getting tough.
Suda Akari will probably make it. Does she participate? Yeah, Suda Akari will probably make Senbatsu. Let's take a look. See who then?
Dasu.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
Suda
Dasu.
Akari.
Yeah, Dasu. Yes.
Let's take a look.
I'm thinking of the Undergirls last song, but yeah, Iriyama's not. Do you think Minagishi's gonna make it?
Yes,
she might make it.
I mean, there's nobody in front of her. Like if she doesn't make it, it'd be weird. She's the remaining first gen. People should give her votes just for that reason.
Mutatomo
Seriously.
is going to make it.
Oh,
Of course.
Easy lock.
Let's take a
Then
look.
thinking.
Yeah.
That's where it gets interesting because now, who fills out the rest?
Do you think Nakai Rika will make it? I don't think she will
Nah,
make.
I think she will make either Undergirls or the.
Kitahara Ria-chan will make it.
I don't think so, actually.
I don't know. She's been in Senbatsu almost every year.
Not true, but I don't know.
I don't think every year. Wait.
No, I mean
let's-
almost.
Kitahara Rie. What is her schedule on that? I feel like we're forgetting someone important. see.
Yeah.
Okay, so
People
yeah,
all
so
the
her history. First Senbatsu 13th place, 16, 13, 13. Fifth Senbatsu was 21. Then
Yeah, it was
sixth
an
one
off year.
19, and then was back to NGT, so it's 11 and 12.
Right.
So maybe she'll make it, maybe back on her 13th spot or even lower than that. I gotta see the names here. Who am I missing?
Maybe Katarina might make Senbatsu. She was 26 last year, so it's not.
Kato Arena is a good one.
Yep. She might make it. Let's take a look. Who else?
You know,
I
It'd be
think
funny. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
with Katarina, I think she's gonna be like UG center. That's what I feel like for her.
Well, yeah,
I
true.
can see it. I can see
Yeah,
it.
either Low Senbatsu or UG Center. Yeah, it's a good. Yeah, I can see that.
I think it'd be really funny or just really fun if Minoru or Churi from if they were to make it. I'd be so happy. Or Soda Serena. But let's also not forget Ruripan. I think Ruripan's gonna rank super high this year.
Yeah, I
Beautiful?
think she's. Yeah, I think she might make Undergirls. I would say.
Yeah.
I think
Somewhere down
Shiroma Miuru is gonna rank high. I think
Yeah.
Oguri Yui from Team 8 is gonna kill it. I think it's very possible
Yeah.
Yui could be in.
Yui, yeah, she will definitely rank. Yeah, but I don't know where though.
I have a feeling she's Senbatsu this year. I got a feeling.
Yeah, so if we look at the list, currently that are not participating this year are 5 members. So the 5 members in the last year's Senbatsu are not participating, and if we look at that, so
that's right.
Mako's on the line, Minami is on the line, the first one,
Yeah.
Takayani Akane,
Oh,
Yeah,
Chiri.
Churi.
Yeah, here you go.
Chiri.
yeah. Komiyama Haruka, so that's 4, Obamina, could
Oh,
be
wow.
on
Yeah,
there.
Minoru. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
She has a shot, man. She really does.
Tomonaga Mio, because Kodama Haruka's not in it.
Oh, that's right.
right.
And she was devastated last
Yeah,
year because
exactly.
she really
She
thought
really
she was
wanted
gonna
to.
make
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh, you know who we're forgetting? Taniguchi Megu.
Megu. Ah, here you
No,
go.
that's
She-
that's way.
She's
Nah,
gonna be
think-
like next girls.
That's
yeah,
also
Next
up.
girls
yeah.
is
That's
Oh,
also
yeah.
next girl.
Yeah.
No, the one that I'm seeing on this list is where is it? Shiroma Miru. That's a good
Yeah.
one because Yamamoto Saika is not entering, so NMB needs to be represented in the Senbatsu. So that's a lock. That's definitely a lock. Shiroma Miru. All the NMB fans are now, last year vote for Yamamoto Saika was 110,411. Those will definitely go to Shiroma Miru because NMB fans are pretty crazy and strong.
Yes, they are.
Yeah,
and they
yeah.
really want someone in the Sousenkyo Senbatsu, so definitely Miru will rank up.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah. That's
Tani Marika too. She's gonna rank. Come on,
Maybe.
let's be honest.
Who knows?
Yeah, she might. She will rank. Yeah.
She'll rank. She'll probably just be. She's all her momentum is flattened, so I have a feeling she'll just rank and that's it. But I am hopeful.
I'd like to see Furuhata now be in there.
That would be awesome. That girl deserves it. Fresh Lemon would be cool, but I don't think Fresh Lemon's gonna.
I
do
doubt
it.
it.
On
Next
rank up side, I see Fukuoka Sena will rank up definitely.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. Oh, those were 100 lists. Let's
Sorry.
see.
Oh
let's
god.
see.
That's a good.
Katamina.
You have Sakura pretty. Oh, okay. This
No,
is.
it's just random list, you know.
Oh,
that's-
okay. Yeah.
Taniguchi
I just
Megumi
put-
will be up there. Hopefully Kitagawa Ryoa will go a little bit higher. She's
Oh
captain
yeah,
now.
how we can't forget her. Ryoha's gonna rank pretty high too. I don't know if she's gonna hit Senbatsu, but she would definitely be one of the girls to put your money on if you had to put money on SKA girls.
Yeah.
So yeah, for sure.
Again, for NB, Shibuya Nagisa will be a lot higher. Now that Saine will not be participating. Let's see. Moriyasu Madoka is maybe another one.
Maybe, I don't know.
Naka might rank up a bit. Same goes for Tanaka Miku. I think those two will rank up.
Randomize.
Let's take a look.
You know, this is, for those who don't know, so Sousenkyo is very important. Every year we're going to talk about it. Actually, our anniversary started when the first day sales came out.
Yeah.
And Sousenkyo talk is like the main talk of so we throughout the year we always talk about bit for bit, but every time it gets closer we talk longer about it. And even now we've already been talking about it for 45 minutes. It just gets so crazy. There's so much resolves around Sousenkyo, and I believe Aki had a saying today about Sousenkyo, and someone translated.
Yeah, it's about.
Where here it is. Everything isn't decided by general election, but only selecting the next single and standing position. That is his opinion. Yes, but the fans on their side, they feel like indicate these are the members we have to look out for. You know, people have their Kamiyoshi, their favorite they follow, but sometimes like, oh really? Why did this member rank high? Let me check her out. Oh, she's actually very interesting. So it can be very important.
It can be a snowball. It could be a really rolling snowball effect, pretty much.
Yeah.
Once you rank in, you only get bigger and bigger and bigger if you play your cards right. So yeah.
It's not only that, but I mean, AKB is if you look at the history of AKB, there's just everything is ranked. Everything. Lucky Girl ranking, request hour, you know, this. I mean, it's just the list goes on and on. It's the whole concept of AKB is based around the idea of fighting for the top, even though they don't want to admit it. And Akipi, I think, is just being nice when he says that. The reality is you need a ranking system when you have 300 plus girls in a group. You just do.
Yeah, exactly.
The biggest one about not deciding about Sousenkyo is when Mututomo ranks up every higher. Will she be put into the new single? Nah. We'll just do someone else. How about Shizuka? That's a favorite, right?
Right?
Right.
No, you won't.
Nope. Exactly.
Well, that's the part that does get me upset is like then the randomized members that just show up for like other singles besides you know, they should maybe make it a little bit more valuable to be in the Sousenkyo in that sense for the girls to participate. But at the same time, like you said, it's in the fans' eyes. This is it. This is like our WrestleMania. This is our penultimate moment in the year. Like everything revolves around this year. I mean, movies have Oscars. You know, music has Grammys. We have Sousenkyo. So it's like. That's why we're spending so much time on it. That's why I'm so curious about the holes in Senbatsu this year. Who's going to fill those holes? Because, I mean, I expect to see everybody who's in Senbatsu last year that is participating. They'll be back. I don't think we're going to see any change there. Maybe in positions, of course. But I think the holes is where it's really interesting. I'm going to have my list, by the way, in May when I get back from my trip. But, like, I'm definitely going to have a very thought-out list. But this is a good preface to that because I really – I was asking you guys who the holes were. I honestly can't even begin to answer that question at this point. It's all up for grabs, man.
Yep.
I'm just saying Miru is one certainty to me. You need that NMB star power, and currently she is the next one in line after Saine, of course. The thing I'm thinking about that's not going to rank are two people on my mind. That is Kitare Rie in Senbatsu. Not but Kitare Rie is for me like I don't know if she's going to make it. Mukaichi Mion.
Really?
Really?
She's not having the best year, I would say. I expected, the push she had last year would be then resolved by now, and she would be a lock-in, like in the top members. But it doesn't feel like she's a top member. Does she?
I mean, she is the manager's baby. If no other thing, the managers will drop 50,000 votes in there for her. Trust me. Like she will be there. They are force feeding us Mion. Doesn't matter if we want her in there or not. She is the darling. So I really can't see that. Although I do agree with you. I think her year this year wasn't that great. I think after Tsubasa Wire Night, like it was like maybe we shouldn't have this girl at the front. That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
No.
Even when they performed Music Station, Sakamichi AKB, when I saw her in there, it felt like you're so out of place. It really felt she was out of place there.
Yeah.
Then you have the powerhouse, you have the Yurina, and then on her left side is Mukichi Mio, and I'm like, you two are not even close.
Nope.
I mean,
that's my personal opinion.
No,
No,
it's like
same here,
watching like
same here.
Kea Bingo and like watching like Yokosawa Natsuko like perform with Harate. Like in that sense. I hate to be so mean to Mion in that sense, but it's like it's just the level isn't there. I will say this though, you're right. I think Shiroma Miura is probably the only lock. I think I will give you that one, but I'm serious. Like it's
No,
as far as the
Tomonaga
polls
Miyu.
go, up for grabs. Maybe. If her fans like rebound from the disappointing result last year.
Yeah.
There you go.
No, but
Okay,
the whole
okay,
reason
Maka.
with those are just because NMB needs star power and HKT needs star power. So then you have Tomonaga Mio filling in that void and Shiori Mio on that side. If I'm looking more at the list, Kojima Mako, that feels really like a lock in there. You know, she
Yeah.
didn't just barely made it last year because of Nyan Kamen.
The
Yeah.
Kojima successor! Kojima! Kojima!
Yeah, there has to be at least one Kojima in every
Yeah,
Senbatsu.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Komiyama.
Oh,
Yeah.
she's easy. That's a lot.
So that's
okay.
number, that's
maybe there's
four. That's four, and then do we say Midigishi Minami?
I want to say yes, just because
I
she's
wanna say
birthday.
So, yeah.
I want to say yeah.
Okay,
I mean,
so
you
then we
got
have
it, just
five.
go for it.
Then we have five that will be in Senbatsu, and that fills up the list that we're missing.
Interesting. Well, there you go.
But I'm saying I'm gonna predict two more will rank out, so we have 7 open spots for new Senbatsu.
Who are the two? Kitahara and
Kitahari and Mikuya Michimion. I think those two are gonna drop out. They'll be undergirls.
Mion's a bold prediction. That's
Yeah.
interesting.
And I think Furata now will be close in there. And Katorena, not sure
Yeah,
actually.
Katarina is like a high undergirls pick for me, at least.
Taniguchi
you
Mega
think
will
he-
go up, way up the list.
Yeah, Taniguchi Megu for sure. But I would say, do you guys really think like Katarina, like, I'm so not her fan, but like she had a great year.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
I don't know.
a great year
She
for
has
others.
some-
It's more like she had a great year for helping others in her own photo book and the song in there. But other than that, it feels like if you put her in the Senbatsu, would it make a huge difference?
I don't think so, I think.
Exactly. And that's I think most of the time with Sousenkyo, you still want to have those names that will make a difference to the list. And for me, like saying is Okada Nana becoming Kami 7. Even though it's on the 7th position, I'm going to predict that's going to be like a huge change, you know. And we're already seeing it now. Okada Nana is currently just getting higher and higher. She's always in PR and like always in meetings, and now captain of STU, and it's like she's well respected all around it. So that's a newcomer. That's like, oh, that's a newcomer. Well, last year she gave in Senbatsu, but I mean like she's like the new ace that we're looking for.
Yeah.
In AKB.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree. And I've said it forever about Nachan. She is the future of AKB. If she can just overcome her personal struggles, I think, and focus on being what AKB needs, she's got at least another 3 or 4 years in her that I think we would be really blessed to have her as the center eventually. I mean, especially if we have the mass exodus of top members like Sashi, Mayu, Sayane, Yukaren. When they're gone, who's left? It's Nachan. It's Nachan all the way. I mean, so I can see AKB undergoing a radical facelift in that regard in the next year or two, and the face of AKB could easily be Nachan, and I would be okay with that.
All right. Well, go ahead.
Oh yeah.
Oh, go for it.
I still think that number 43 from STU is gonna rank in. I'm calling it now.
Is that Kuka?
I don't know her name yet. Number 43.
Well,
There's no
the
names
names are out, so.
Yeah, but no.
But there's no pictures yet.
Yeah. No pictures.
Let's see. I think I can find this out. Give me one moment.
But the reason why I'm saying Kuka is because I've been hearing this crazy story about this girl that's in Boat 48 who like has this whole life before Boat 48 like on YouTube, and I think her name's Kuka, and I've been hearing all this stuff about this girl that she is like incredibly awesome.
So, are you talking about Izumin? So, a girl from Oh no, that's 16 gen. No. Okay, never
Yes,
mind.
the wrong one, man. Wrong team.
That's the ace of 16 gen.
Speaking of 16 gen, they didn't apply.
Oh, they did. They are.
They did.
All of them.
Everyone's
They did.
except for the graduatee, you know.
Yeah, true.
That's not
But-
no, that's not graduate. That's one who quits. When you can Q say you can't graduate, you quit.
Okay. No, but
National
everyone from the...
Miami.
Umemoto Izumi from 16 gen. Yeah, the one that's oh, that's not the ace of 16 gen.
Oh.
No, Tanaka.
Yeah.
Taguchi Manaka is the ace.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
short
but,
hair girl.
Yeah.
but it's not. She's not saying it. So 16 gen Umemoto Izumi said about something about Kanana, and that's why I found it interesting. That
Interesting.
followed up there. No, but yeah, 16 gen applied.
Okay.
And maybe I would say because her showroom were crazy from the STU side.
Yeah.
I don't know her name yet actually, but if you just see the appeal videos, it's like that's one I have to vote for.
She's basically the freaking person of showroom though right now. Like she's basically the model of showroom. So I'm like
Who's that?
number 43 of STU. There's a picture.
yeah.
in
Oh, yeah.
That's
We don't have a name yet.
Seven-
It's coming out soon.
No. No pictures
Hey,
by the names. Oh, man.
At least we don't have to worry about the name of Okada Nana and Sashihara Rino and the STU 48 one. So
True. They're Kenny members.
we have
Wow.
two names that we already know. So at least we have like at least what 2 out of 31.
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
I will be surprised if our favorite from 16 gen will be ranked. The
Yeah, Nuggets on Miami. Yeah, but I mean, she's too early for all them. I mean, give them a year or two when we actually start seeing them in variety shows and
Exactly.
singles and stuff. Then I think they'll have more of a foothold in AKB. But again, if all these big members start clearing out, they could be in there. Who knows?
Speaking of 16 gen, my Oshiman from 16 gen was actually singing in shoot sign in AK Bingo, so I was so happy. Like
That.
I see Na-chan, right? Then Mako beside her. Then like at the back, I'm like, is that my Oshi from 16 gen? I'm like, oh, it is, yay!
Wow.
Who's your Oshi, Yayo?
Yeah.
Who's your Oshi?
Asai Nanami. She was
Ah,
Nanami.
yes.
Yeah. I didn't even notice that. Man, good eye.
Oh, yeah.
there. I'm like,
Cool.
is that her? Is that her? I'm like, oh yeah, she's in there.
All right. Well, expect to be hearing a lot more Sousenkyo talk during these few months because every time there's Sousenkyo news, we'll go in great detail. And it's always fun to pick like, oh, this is going to happen. Always this is going to predict who's going to be the top, who's going to take the #1 spot this year, who we're going to see in Undergirls. Will we see some ranking? We've seen some dropout. It all relies around the Sousenkyo, so expect that in the couple of episodes till the actual Sousenkyo on June. What?
Oh,
17th.
9th.
17.
17th. There we go.
Yeah.
Takes a while.
I have the time because I'm like going to the handshakes events and the 2 shots. during that.
Yeah.
So I have that nailed down, you know. I was gonna go to Okinawa, but I don't have at least $1,000 for going there, the voting ticket, the food and stuff.
Tell me about it, man.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
All right.
So-
Let's wrap about this week's episode. What are recommendations for next week?
Let's take a look. Because I actually don't know.
I think it's still AK Bingo for me. Nemosu, Nemosu, and like the 10th anniversary of Team B
Right.
performance.
That's
yes.
awesome. That's gonna be fun. Yeah, for me, it's definitely Kea Bingo. Just because they have been, oh
No.
my god.
Sadly,
Right.
though, they ended their
Yeah.
season
Yeah, the
Oh
news.
no,
Yeah.
no, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. It's over. That's right. You're right.
till a half year later. Then season 3 will start.
Yeah. Oh, man.
You got
Oh,
Nogi
never
Bingo
mind then.
Yeah, Nogi Bingo Monday.
with 3rd gen.
Yeah,
Third gen. Oh, that would be interesting,
that
actually.
should be fun. That would be
Mhm.
interesting. No,
Yeah,
then AK Bingo. Then are they gonna do the Audrey episode soon or?
No,
There's not
because
a-
they said
that's
they
a-
had
it's so-
scheduling issues.
Yeah.
Talk about trolling them. Oh my god, that was too funny.
Yeah, Haru was like, I knew this would happen. AKB.
Yeah.
The funny thing about that too, with Muramoto, cause you begged them, you will do it. Like to Komi, you did not change everyone. That's why it's only one time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was actually very touching though to watch Komi like change going from hate to like actual like real sad. But then Komi still got the last lap. She's like, Bad Boys would be better than everyone.
Yeah, Bad Boy back. Like,
Yep.
It's like score, awesome. No, but well then AK Bingo then I guess for me. Go ahead, Robin. What were you gonna say?
The usual stuff. So AK Bingo is always nice. Nemesu TV currently with the Thailand conclusion coming up. It's a pretty rough episode to see. It's like it's the army, so it's not anything nice.
Yes, to be expected. So
Yeah. Kea Kite Kakanai is always fun to watch. The newest episode was about the newest single and the PR time they did there. They have some crazy stuff there. So now, so Derek, you're going to Japan soon.
Yes.
If you see the poster of Kea Kisaka 46, take out your phone, and then you have some AR video right there.
Oh really? Oh
Yeah.
wow.
There's like a full music video of Fuck You My Home, and it's just amazing to see. So a picture, you scan the QR, and then it just goes to like this AR video on your phone, and you're just standing like this. So you expect to see that on different stations. I don't know where you're going, but
Of course.
Oh wow.
we'll be there.
I'm going all over. Yeah, I'll be all over Tokyo. So yeah, awesome.
Nice.
Very cool.
So Keiki Takanai, Nemesu TV, AK Bingo, Team B stage coming up. That's fun to watch. Yeah, the usual is just fun to see. If you had a chance though, last week was also the 14 Gen stage.
Concert,
Well, concert, I would say stage.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, true.
That's a pretty fun thing to watch as well. Lots of stuff happening there. We didn't have a chance to talk about it, but no spoilers. Just I would say the final song is rough. I would say.
Yeah. All feels, man.
Yeah.
I literally had tears in my eyes.
And after that, watch the Nishi no Miki graduation stage.
Yes.
That's even worse.
Yes.
So.
But it was fun though too, watching Miki go crazy on the stage. Oh my god, she was like really bouncing. It was the best. I actually thought it was joyful until the end, and then it was super sad. But actually, I have one more thing to say real quick. And sorry, DX, because I want to hear what you have to say for your recommendations. But I will say there's two things. One, I'm making a personal request out there for any of our wonderful viewers. And by the way, thank you for continuing to make our view count go way up. That's so awesome. Makes us all feel really blessed, and we feel very grateful to all of you. Thank you. Arigatou gozaimasu. And then what I would say is I'm making a personal request that somebody out there subs at least the Nemosu episodes with the Thailand stuff. I actually was able to follow it really well. I think I don't know. I was able to totally get it. And I think it's fairly easy to get, but I just think for people that are getting into AKB, it would be a really fun way to get in to see some of the torture these poor girls go through. Because it's really torturous, but it's also kind of really funny. And I'm also asking all of our viewers, if you can, to share your predictions as well as we're getting closer to Sousenkyo. I would love to see your lists, and I know all of us would, because I've actually been getting some already. I've had some very interesting ones actually sent to me personally, and man, the debate is about to begin, because everybody has such different opinions. Like, just even what you were saying about, like, with Mayu dropping out to help her friend. I didn't even think of that.
That's the title of the episode. Thank you.
Oh, there we go.
The debate is about to begin.
The debate is here, but I will say this. We love your feedback. I'm always on the YouTube comments. I will always make it a point to comment if you do. So please do and share, because we really love all of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
And otherwise, you can always go to our Twitters, that you see on the screen right there, or email at Gmail, the podcast48talk@gmail.com. DX, what do you want to say?
No, for those viewers who are commenting, you can either comment in English or in Japanese, because me and Yayo, we can translate into English if needed. So feel free to comment. That way.
I hear we have some Japanese fans.
I was kind of surprised to hear that, actually.
Little Birdie told me that. So please let us know your thoughts. Please.
日本語のコメントを大丈夫です。
There you go. There you
That
go.
works. Anything else before we go?
Not that much. Just waiting for Yeo, pretty much. So.
Oh no. Not too loud though. We still
Yeah.
want to have those viewers, you know. Maybe
Yeah,
you don't
exactly.
like it. All right. With that said, though, then this was this week's 48 Talk episode, and we'll see you then next week. Bye, everybody.
Ciao, ciao.
Yeah.
Senbatsu ikusei!
There you go.
There you go.